Welcome to HueFin News. Today is November the 19th, 2017, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis, where we are giving you the interpretation of these cryptocurrencies through the price bars and the volume, because this is the language of the markets. We are not investment advisors, and we are not giving you investment advice, but rather we are giving you the price movement and direction for each of these cryptocurrencies that we do on a regular basis. So you guys can see that the market cap has increased again, probably around $4 billion. Yesterday it was at $233 billion, and today you guys can see is at $237.1 billion. And as well, Bitcoin has increased its market cap overall for the whole cryptocurrency space at 56.3%. And as you guys can probably tell, is due to Bitcoin moving higher on the day. According to this website, the last price was at $8,000.10, meaning they're up 2.56%. Ethereum as well is up on the trading day, up 2.63. Bitcoin Cash took a slump, down 6.22. Ripple is up 1%. Litecoin is up almost 4%. You guys can see that Dash is down 2.5%. Neo also took a slump today, down 7.5%, but IOTA is up 6%. Last trade was around $87, and you guys can see Monero as well is down 1%. And the last one that we usually do here on this channel is Ethereum Classic, up 1.16%. So you guys can also see on this Bitfinex website that Bitcoin is currently moving higher, up 3.63%. Last trade was at $8,055.40. And our video yesterday, we analyzed for Bitcoin to trade sideways, and that was between $7,500 and $8,000. And the market moved higher in between that trading range. It went all the way up to a high of $8,130. And you guys can see that the volume is pretty much the same as what it was yesterday, which kind of tells us that there wasn't that much selling pressure occurring today in the market. So our analysis for Bitcoin is for them to continue to move higher to more all-time highs. Excuse me. And if in fact it does move lower, I'm gonna move it to a smaller time frame so we can see where Bitcoin can possibly move lower to. And it looks like Bitcoin can come back down to $7,800 in the near term if possible. But one of the things I want you guys to see on the 6-hour chart is the fact that look at this volume here at the bottom compared to the spread. Either the selling pressure came in that pushed the bar to close off of the highs, or the market participants are there consuming all of the selling that is occurring here for Bitcoin at this $8,000 area. You guys can see as well as the market was continuing to move higher for Bitcoin that the volume has been increasing as well. So we're still anticipating Bitcoin to move higher, but we are looking for them to move lower as well. And that first area is going to be $7,800. And if it gets lower than that, it's going to be $7,600. But you guys can use the Fibonacci retracement line in order to see how high Bitcoin can go. We do not talk about that on this channel, so we're not going to tell you what the anticipated price range is for Bitcoin for them to move higher, but overall we're still expecting them to move higher as well too. So now let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum is up 2.38%. Last trade was at $354.90. And we forecasted Ethereum to move higher as well due to this very healthy push to gold bar. And the market has given us that result. It went all the way up to $371. But you guys can see that we have stockpile coming in on this very wide spread bar, telling us that stockpile was coming in the market for Ethereum. And we're still expecting them to at least come to $350. And if we get more stockpile around $350, you can expect it to go to 340. So we're still expecting Ethereum to trade sideways to acknowledge the fact that we do have stockpile. So the market will move lower. It's either going to be 350 or 340. And also we want to acknowledge that the market volume for today is also high. So just in case the market participants are still buying these particular cryptocurrency, Ethereum, then expect it to go back up to around 370. So now we're going to Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is down 5.97%. Last trade was at $1,174. So we anticipated Bitcoin Cash to move lower due to the fact of the stockpile that came in on the market. And the market moved to and around that $1,200 area that we mentioned on our video yesterday. Actually went all the way down to $1,117. But I want you guys to pay attention to the volume and the type of bar we have. This is a trial run bar. So we would like to see Bitcoin Cash trade higher from where it currently is trading. And if so, then we will expect them to continue to move higher. And that next area for them to move higher will be around $1,300 for Bitcoin Cash. The fact that it came all the way down to $1,100 and found support here, and the market has moved higher from that point on, but we are still getting stockpile on these two bars, on these 6-hour bars. So obviously the market is still getting hit with selling in the market. So it may actually come all the way back down to $1,100 or even $1,000 in the short term. But if we get the more buyers to participate in the move higher, then Bitcoin Cash can come all the way back up to $300. So now we're going to Ripple. So Ripple is up 2.35%. Last trade was at 23.25 cents. So the market for Ripple continues to move higher. We anticipated them to move higher, but it was only around 23.5%, not all the way up to 24. But you guys can still see that we are getting stockpile for Ripple, and the volume is also increasing. But the fact that the market has closed higher than it closed yesterday tells us that the overall market for Ripple is still interested in higher prices. So we are going to acknowledge that fact with saying that they may come back up to 24 cents. And if not 24, they might go all the way up to 25. But we're not necessarily forecasting that as a likely occurrence to happen for Ripple. But nevertheless, we're still looking for them to trade sideways, and that's going to be between 24 and 22 cents originally. But if the more stockpile on this volume today is excessive, then expect it to come all the way down to 21. But we're just overall expecting Ripple to trade sideways. So now we're going to Litecoin. So Litecoin is up 3.71%. Last trade was at $71.56. So Litecoin had moved higher, and we anticipated that because of this very good precursors of strength bar, and the market did move higher. It came all the way to the high from the 16th of November, which was around $73.50. But then stockpile came in on the market again for Litecoin, and that is a area of resistance, $73.50. And for us to allow Litecoin to move higher than that, it's going to take a push to go up bar. As you guys can see, we're not necessarily getting the push to go up bar right now. So expect Litecoin to continue to move sideways to lower if we do not get a push to go up bar. If we get a push to go up bar, then it will go all the way back up to 74 or even higher for Litecoin. If not, then expect it to move lower, and that is from the high to and around $74 all the way back down to $68. Okay, so that's going to be our analysis for Litecoin. It might even come all the way back down to $66, $67.50 as well. So just keep that out in your own particular strategies. So now we're going to Dash. So Dash is down 2.79%. Last trade was at $441.48. So we forecasted Dash to move lower due to the amount of stockpile that was on today's bar. The market did move lower, came all the way down to 420, and we acknowledged that in case the stockpile was excessive from yesterday's trading. We said it might come all the way down to 420, and it came all the way down to 423. But the market was able to close off of the lows up towards the middle and high of today's bar, which kind of tells us that Dash is still interested in prices at this area. So we are still expecting them to at least move sideways, and that's going to be 460 all the way down to 420 again for tomorrow. But if the market is not giving us more precursors of strength, then the market can go all the way down to $400, maybe come to 410. So the market's giving us more precursors of weakness, expected to come to possibly 420, and then once it breaks 420, go down to 410 again. So now let's go to NEO. So NEO is down 8.51%. Last trade was at $39.52. So NEO moved higher on the day, but overall it closed lower than the close from yesterday. The volume is also particularly good in the direction of this market to move lower, and we're still forecasting NEO to move lower, and it could possibly come all the way back down to $38. I want to get a smaller time frame so I can see better to where NEO can possibly come and trade. So definitely could come all the way back down to $38 originally. We might try to find support there for NEO around $38, and if we get that, then expect NEO to come and touch there and move higher. If the market does move higher, then expect it to go to $42. So that's our analysis for NEOs, for them to trade sideways, and that first area is going to be between $38 and $42. But if we get more of this precursors of weakness in the market for NEO, then expect it to come all the way down to 36. But given this particular bar here, it looks like NEO may try to come up to $42 one more time. If not, then definitely 38 and 36 is going to be the price that NEO will be trading. So now we're going to go to Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic is up 1.93%. Last trade was at $17.97. So NEO is slowly trekking higher in price. You guys can see that the market did move higher. It kind of consumed all the stockpile that came in the market, but you guys can see the divergence that's going on for Ethereum Classic at the moment. The market is moving higher as well as the volume is decreasing. That is something that we do not like to see for Ethereum Classic. And the market, as a matter of fact, is trading right here around the $18 point. Given the light volume for today and how Ethereum Classic is trading at $18 on light volume, kind of tells us to expect Ethereum Classic to at least move sideways to maybe lower. So we're anticipating NEO to move lower, and that's going to be back down to $17 or eventually $16. Might even come all the way down to $16.50, then $16. But overall, we're seeing that divergence going on right now for Ethereum Classic, and we're expecting them to move lower. So the last one is going to be Monero. So Monero is down 1.06%. Last trade was at $127.99. So we have stockpile on the day for Monero, which is just an inclusion of what occurred on yesterday's stockpile. The market again tried to shoot higher, but the market closed lower than the close of yesterday's bar, which tells us that the market is giving us more precursors of weakness, and we will be expecting them to move lower. And that first area for Monero to come and touch is going to be $124. So looking at the 6-hour chart for Monero, You guys can see how we got stockpile on this particular bar, and the market tried to maintain price here, but it wasn't able to push higher. And then we finally got a break lower to that 128, and the market is still trying to maintain price at 128. But given the fact that the volume is increasing as the market is moving lower, it gives us more evidence to the fact that Monero is going to be moving lower, and we're looking for it to at least come to 124. And if not that, it might come all the way back down to 120. But definitely look like Monero may come to 124 and touch, and then it might move higher. But given these bars, it's not giving us a lot of precursors of strength. So we're looking for them to at least come to 124. And if the market is weak, then it can go all the way down to 120 or even 116 on tomorrow. But if it does move higher, then expect it to go to 135, or even a high that occurred on the 12th of November, which was $138. So overall, you guys can see from the analysis of today that the market is gearing up for more sideways trading action, and is actually leaning towards moving lower in some instances. So we're still expecting Bitcoin to move higher, and usually when Bitcoin moves higher, the other altcoins move lower, or at least trade sideways. So that's going to be our analysis for today, November the 19th, 2017. Appreciate you guys watching and subscribing to this channel. The purpose is for you to see that you can also forecast price movement without using indicators on your charts, because everyone always say you can't predict where prices are going, and we have been showing you that that is not the case. You can actually predict where price is likely to go. Will it be 100% every time? No, because the interpretation of these price bars can split at the spur of the moment and go the other direction. But nevertheless, our accuracy in the language of these exchanges is very pinpoint and precise compared to using any other indicators out there. So you guys make sure you stay profitable, watch your trades, and I will talk to you guys later.